Hey CAF members, Derek LaSalle here, FSI with PSP Ottawa. Make sure you read the full disclaimer before starting your workout today. Here's a list of equipment that you might need for today's workout. This is a 15-minute workout. I also want you to make sure that you warm up before you start. So if you check in our playlist, we will have some available warm-ups for you. Don't forget to subscribe and like our page as well. Hope you enjoy the workout. All right, team, so here's your workout for today, 15 minutes. We have several different exercises for you. All you need is going to be a backpack if you have one. Again, you can do most of these exercises with body weight. So the way this workout is going to work is we're going to go for 30 seconds at a time, and it's going to be a sort of a superset. We're going to go 1A, 1B, and then 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B, 4A, 4B, okay? So 30 seconds, right into 30 seconds of our next exercise. So 1A is going to be a squat. So you can either go for an air squat if you have no weight, or if you have a backpack or a sandbag, it can go on your shoulders. From there, 30 seconds goes, you're gonna go into a plank for 30 seconds. 2A is going to be a floor press, okay? So you can use your backpack to lie on the ground and do a press with it, or you can do a push-up if you don't have the backpack. And then 2B for another 30 seconds will be a dead bug, where you're holding your backpack or nothing. And we're gonna go pressing the low back into the ground. We're gonna alternate sides for 30 seconds. From there, 3A, we have lunges. Again, you can go weighted lunges with a backpack on your back, alternating sides for 30 seconds. Or if you have no weights at home, then you can go to body weight lunges. 3B would be supine toe touchers. So lying on the ground, reach for above your head, and then up reaching for the toes to shoelaces for 30 seconds. And then a bent over row with a backpack, or we can just pull anything you have. So it could be a broomstick or a hockey stick or a golf club or something like that, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and then an alternating single leg glute bridge. So we're gonna go through those 3 times. Just stick with me. I'm gonna run you through it. We're not counting reps, we're going for time here. So 30 seconds is on the clock. Every 30 seconds, we're switching exercises. We're going from lower to core, then upper to core, and back and forth. So here we go. 10 seconds. So I'm gonna use a sandbag. If you have a backpack, put it on your back. We're starting with 30 seconds of squats. Here we go. So hips back, knees out, keeping the chest nice and tall. I want the weight on the midfoot to heel, and I want my chest to stay as proud as possible. If you have a backpack on, that's great as well. Or you can hold the backpack in the front as well, in the front rack position. Once 30 seconds done, we're gonna go to a plank. So I'm gonna pop that backpack off. I'm going into a plank position. I'm gonna start in low plank. You can go into high plank if you want to. And we're gonna hold. Think about squeezing your butt, squeezing your belly. Try to make sure your low back doesn't sag towards the ground. And in 5 seconds, we're going to either a push-up or a floor press. 2, 1. So I'm gonna grab the bag, starting from my chest, feet flat. I'm gonna go for presses where the elbows touch the ground, and then I'm extending. You can do this with the backpack, or like I said, you can go for push-ups instead if you don't have any equipment. Moving for 30 seconds. Exhale as you press. Now I'm gonna hold the backpack here, and I'm going for a dead bug. So just alternating my legs, pressing my low back into the mat or the floor, whatever you have, at your disposal. Leg can go straight or can go up towards the ceiling if it's hard on your low back. 30 seconds, then we're going to lunges. All right, so I'm gonna take the backpack. I'm gonna throw it onto my back, and we're going for alternating lunges. So there's gonna be no rest here for a 12-minute period. That's gonna be the length of your workout. Keeping the chest tall, pushing through the front heel as I stand my feet back together. All right, that's 30 seconds. Bag down. We're going for the supine toe touchers. So legs straight. We're gonna reach to the toes as we push the low back into the ground. Next is gonna be your bent over rows. 2-arm bent over rows. Keep moving. All right, so I'm gonna stand myself up, grab the 2 handles of my backpack. I'm gonna start rowing, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Nice flat back, slight bend in the knees, but a major hinge in the hips. 5 seconds, we're going to alternating glute bridges. 3, 2, 1. I'm going down, push up, one leg up, and alternating, keeping my hips high in the air here. I'm looking to squeeze the glutes and make sure that my hips don't drop from side to side as I lift one. After this, we're going back to number 1. We're going to the squats. In 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Bag on the back. Going for squats or bag in the front rack position if you want. Okay, sending those hips back on the way down. Keeping the belly tight. Remember, after this, we're going to the plank. This time I'm gonna go to a high plank, so I'm gonna switch it up. So I'm just gonna place that on the ground, going into a high plank position, thinking about rounding out my low back, squeezing my butt, keeping my core tight, and locking out my elbows here. Once I'm done this, I'm going back to the floor press. In 5, 3, 2, 1. I'm getting set up and I'm starting to press. Elbow touches the ground, elbows lock out. Your low back doesn't necessarily have to be pressing into the ground here. If you have a natural arch in your lower back, then it can stay, okay? Feet flat on the ground. Once we're done 30 seconds, we're gonna hold that backpack in the air and we're gonna go for the dead bug. So lock out the elbows and let's go one leg at a time. Now we're trying to press our low backs into the ground, engaging that midline. And from here we go into lunges. Is gonna be the next one. All right, we got 10 seconds. Keep working through this. All right, bags down. 3, 2, 1. Onto the back, alternating lunges. Keeping the chest tall, pushing through that front heel. I'm trying to get my back knee to the ground, full range of motion here. If you have any injuries and you can't quite get there, that's fine. Make sure the back heel comes off the ground and bend that back knee. After 30 seconds, lying on the ground again, we're going for the toe touchers. So lie on your back, reach up. Tap those toes, or if the hamstrings are tight, Maybe you're just going for the laces or the shins. Once you're done with this, we're going for the bent over rows. And here we go, stand. Gonna grab your bag, hinge from the hips. Think about keeping the elbows close to the body. Chest is almost parallel to the ground. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Single leg glute bridges, alternating sides is coming up in 5, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So lying down, press your heels into the ground, squeeze your glutes, and we're gonna alternate. Keep those hips as high in the air as possible. Once we're done this round, we only have 1 round to go, and we're starting back with the squats in 5 seconds. All right, stand up, grab that backpack, either front rack it or put it on your back, and start moving. Chest tall, knees out, get all the way in your depth. So think about getting your hips below your knees. We're going to plank in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. I'm going back to the high plank, pressing my arms into the ground, thinking about squeezing my glutes together and rounding out my low back. Even my quads are gonna be engaged here, squeezing them. Everything from knees to chest should be tight. We're going to the floor press or the push-ups next. In 3, 2, 1. Lie down, grab that bag. Bent knees, we're starting to press. Locking out the elbows. Remember to breathe. Exhale as you press from the middle of the chest. You're not going above the eyes. You're staying right above the chest. Going to that dead bug in 5 seconds. So remember to hold here. Boom. And then we're gonna go opposite leg, alternating, pushing your low back into the ground so that that core does its work to stabilize everything. We're going to lunges, then the toe touches next. So 5 seconds, we're gonna stand up. We're gonna go to our lunges. So onto the back, and here we go. Alternating sides. You guys are almost there. Push through it, team. 30 seconds of lunges, 30 seconds of toe touch next, or ankle touch, wherever you can get to. Keep up the good work. So that goes down, reaching up, touching behind my head, then just trying to get my shoulders off the ground as I reach towards my feet. From here, we have the bent over row, and then we're gonna finish with the single leg glute bridge. All right, standing, grab your bag, hinge from the hips, squeeze the shoulder blades together, always arching the back a little bit. Look 5 to 10 feet in front of you to make sure your spine stays neutral. 10 seconds. You shouldn't bob up and down when you row. Should be stable. 3, 2, 1. Last 30 seconds. Pop those hips in the air, squeeze the abdomen, and make sure your hips don't drop here for the last 30 seconds of your workout. Drive your heel that's supporting into the ground. Let's go. You're almost there. Squeeze those glutes as tightly as you can. And time. So there you have it, team. Quick, simple workout. Yes, there's a lot of transitions, but you can make it a little bit harder by adding some weight like this backpack, or you can just move faster through it with body weight options that I gave you. I hope you enjoyed that workout. We will see you next time in our 15-minute workouts.